Well, hi there, I'm Fenwa.
I'm Lost.
I'm Demo Weasel.
And the things I'm gonna do for my country. Welcome back to Vin Diesel's Wheelman for the PlayStation 3. This is it, the final video.
Oh.
I need time to get my head straight. You'll take the case, I suppose.
Yeah,
Will you come back for me?
absolutely.
You're sure you won't?
I said,
I know. Sorry. I guess I can trust you.
yeah.
Okay, head to the spot.
If you recall, the last time we left the true timeline, all the gang leaders are dead. Javier is dead. Lumi and Vin Diesel are alive, and we have the briefcase, so we can give it back to our boss at the CIA or the FBI or whatever, and then we'll be done.
The briefcase is a nuclear football, right?
We think so, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe if we're lucky, this next cutscene will explain what the briefcase is.
Oh.
This thing that we completely disrupted a European town and destroyed the entire triad of gangs that were residing there,
I'm disappointed that this
and left
hasn't...
hundreds of dead bodies in the streets.
That this game hasn't even breached the question of which is better, import tuners or American muscle.
Yeah, well, there isn't really a tuning system in this game. Like, I almost feel like Vin Diesel, the character, would have been better suited for, like, a midnight club.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, why doesn't this game have, like, car customization? They should have, like, you should have, like, your car, you know? Like, yeah, this is a car I'm upgrading. Give you some more reason to, like, look around for shit, you know?
To be fair, I'm pretty sure that customization, like, it requires a lot of development resources, which clearly this game was lacking in. I'm surprised that this game is like, as long as it is.
Yeah. I mean, like, let's see, 16 videos, about 30 minutes per video, and
I mean,
all
keep
the
in mind there's side mission content in these too, so...
all the off-screen content that Fenwa did, probably 10 hours of stuff.
That sounds about right.
Huh.
More than $60 of value, if you ask me.
That's right.
Wait, did this game come out at
That's
60?
only $6 an hour.
And that's excluding the content in the explosive season pass.
In the season pass, they add another car
Yes.
that has a different Midway game license plate on it.
I think this was like this came out before they figured out open world DLC or what it's actually supposed to be, the amount of value that it's meant to convey to.
Well, I mean, this kind of strikes me as the sort of game that a studio would develop and then like have zero support for post-launch.
Yes.
Right.
Definitely.
Like, I don't even know if this game had a patch or if it just shipped like good enough.
What?
It shipped and then Midway closed its doors.
I believe this game did have to install to my hard drive on my PS3 though.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, that's
You get
that
to,
wasn't.
there's a splash screen where you get to watch Vin Diesel smoking a cigarette for like 10 minutes.
Okay.
It wasn't entirely uncommon for games to do that, I think. I remember, well, actually, I'm thinking of, yeah, you just made a reference to it, MGS4.
Yes, I did.
Never mind. Whoops.
Yeah. Grand Theft Auto 5 had to do that on Xbox 360, and also Alien Isolation had to do it on 360.
That was
Man.
especially rare for 360 games. Okay.
Kaboom!
Nice.
You can do that while going... Like, is this a mission that you're in right now, or are you just...
I am driving from mission to mission because otherwise I would have just like fast traveled to the last mission of the game and wanted to give us some time to really soak in the sights of Barcelona one last time.
Okay.
Yeah, this lovely street that I recognize.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've traveled via the highway system from one third of the city to another third, and you can tell how different that part of the city looks from the place that we were just at.
There are no vistas whatsoever. It's just corridors of buildings.
Ah, we're here.
Let's get Gallo.
It's the buyer who's Gallo.
Get Rooster.
Here comes the
If you
smell of
melee
rooster.
an enemy vehicle enough.
That's right.
I needed to read that tip.
Seems I was right. I can trust you. Let's go and see this bar of yours. I want this all to be over.
Hey, that car is different.
It's the Robotron car. It's Lumi's car, I guess.
Oh.
The city feels so different now. Maybe it's me. I know, is it different? No, never mind.
So, Lops was talking about how they took a while to realize how to do open world DLC. Like, I wouldn't count something like Undead Nightmare or episodes from Liberty City as DLC necessarily, because those got released as like separate things also that you could purchase. You didn't necessarily need the original game to play them.
That is true.
I'm talking about more like a DLC expansion that would have like additional side missions or something.
Yeah. Like
something like
I'm
Saints
thinking
Row.
The first one I'm thinking of that did that is like LA Noire, but I'm probably missing something.
I feel like with LA Noire, it was series or pieces of the main game that they just chopped out and sold separately.
Yeah.
Isn't that all what DLC is?
Well, not necessarily. Like some of it is.
Yeah, Saints Row 2 had those cutscenes that were not good.
Saints Row 2 is like one of the examples I'm thinking of just like bad open world expansions.
All right, here we go.
This is your buyer.
I never said he was a buyer.
What the hell is going on, Gallo?
So you were playing both sides all along?
Not both sides, just mine. I always hedge my bets. The case? Nothing you could have done. Just one more intelligence failure for the agency.
You work for La Policía?
Milo does. I used to. I've just secured my retirement.
Whatever this is, I still expect my money.
You'll get what you deserve. Now be a good girl and go wait in the car. Your choice. Go with me or end up with him.
You do realize that what's in that case could kill thousands.
That's why I'll be charging top dollar. The world is full of
It could
buyers.
kill thousands. Okay, look, in terms of like biological weapons or like nuclear explosions,
They're not here.
thousands ain't much of a high stakes operation here.
It's for you.
This could literally kill tens of people.
It's definitely not the scale of catastrophe that you expect from a video game like this.
No. I mean, it still feels weird out of place.
Well, okay.
Yep. Alright,
Well, all right.
Did the car... What?
I
Did the
edited
car-
out a lot of deaths.
Wait, did the
So
car
you're
just
gonna
change
live with
color?
that cutscene.
Your van is great.
Also, I like that she just
Yes,
got
she
out.
got in the car to give it to us to get out of it.
Yep.
Okay, I guess because
Also,
she
fuck
had
that motorcycle.
they already filmed the final cutscene or
right.
choreographed it, I guess, for her to be outside the car.
You and Gallo. It's always been between you two. Everything else is just collateral damage. Go and get him. I'll cut you up.
And let me guess, he's gonna appear at like the ending or whatever, despite having left the car and not being with you.
That's right. Well, she's in her other faster car.
This
Oh,
is like what she just said is fantastic. Milo, this is your fight. As though like this Fallout 3 shit of other characters wanting to make sure that the thing you're about to do reflects a conclusion of your personal story.
Especially considering that like she's been helping us the whole time and that she was also set up by Gallo. Like this is absolutely also her fight.
You, are you the lantern-jawed hero? The ends justify the means. True to the cause until it
But you're the hero.
But like we're also getting chastised by the villain of the game for all the rampant destruction that we've caused this entire game. So like, there's that.
friends. Is that who you are? The hero surrounded by the burning city or something?
You're not so different from me. See, look.
Bonk.
I love when
Ow.
games chide you for following through
For
on the
playing the game
objectives
the way they
give
told
you.
you to. Yeah.
Like you're given no option other than to return the game to GameStop. I'm sorry, to sell it back.
There you, go.
For credit.
you mean like Nier?
That's right.
Nier doesn't chide you, it chides the main character. There's a difference. There's a difference.
Also, this this mission represents a significant spike in difficulty from the missions leading up to it, even on this playthrough where I S-ranked or A-ranked everything going into it, so, like, the odds are stacked incredibly in my favor just in terms of what my car can do. Mm-hmm. Like I said, there were a lot of deaths in it, both in this and in my first playthrough, due in part to the fact that there's a helicopter there, and we have no way of fighting it. It's just going to, like, hover in front of us, firing explosives at our car, for the entire mission.
Yeah, get that One Piece of music from Half-Life 2.
And, like, the enemy AI is ramped up so aggressively that, like, they are crashing into each other trying to take us down, exploding only to be immediately replaced by other cars that are just constantly giving us a hail of gunfire. So, like, you need to just constantly switch cars throughout this mission because your car will not last.
Do you know if there's a stat screen in this game of, like, the amount of enemies you've taken out, the amount of cars that you've hijacked?
There is a stat screen. I believe I showed it at the end of this video, but I don't recall what is in it.
Okay. Well, stay tuned, everybody.
I don't think it had anything useful in it, though.
Oh, I see.
You did drive...
If it isn't at the end of this video, I'll put it in the thread.
Okay.
You did drive a diesel in this game, right?
There was the truck, yeah.
Okay.
Also, the car that we're supposed to chase just got clipped on world geometry, but I'm actually continuing to go in this direction because the way the AI works, that car will catch up to us very quickly. There it goes.
There it goes.
Okay.
You are going to such incredible lengths to capture me.
He's still doing it, huh?
Mm-hmm. You are causing. You really must be the hero. If you are the hero, then I must be the villain. The Machiavellian traitor, motivated by self-interest, money, and revenge. If this is the case, then I am obliged to make threats, rant about world domination, and generally throw caution to the wind in my snarling efforts to destroy my opponent.
No, we told you to improv based on these lines.
Happily deserting those whose whole lives are devoted to world domination, to mercilessly crushing opponents whose identity is defined by economic greed, by calculated hysteria generated by an easily manipulated free press, and by simple voter demographics. Are you content to be working for such people? More fool you. I cannot allow you to stop me in the name of my former employers. That would be embarrassing. Here, have a helicopter.
All right.
Wow.
Yep.
Do you drive into the helicopter?
I wish.
Oh.
This is unfortunately not Die Hard 4.
Yeah.
Is Die Hard 4 better than this? I don't remember.
Yes.
Yeah, Die Hard 4 isn't, like, it's not the first 3 Die Hard films, but it's not bad.
I would argue that watching a 2-hour movie is better than playing Vin Diesel's Wheelman.
Oh, yes. Absolutely.
We keep switching from this truck to the same truck again because I believe it does have the most armor, just as far as, like, common vehicles that you'll find in the game is concerned, and I think I actually was, like, actively seeking them out whenever I had to jump ship.
Strategy.
Mm-hmm. Again, not my first run through this mission.
Mm-hmm. What? It's just... when so many cars start surrounding you, it just becomes a mess visually.
Yeah. Again, like, if the vehicle damage actually impacted your ability to drive in any way, this would be unplayable.
Yeah.
Such determination and commitment. I am not surprised, as those are the very qualities I sought when I recruited you. They make you the perfect tool for the emperors of the New World Order, the Caligulas and Neros who are delighted to watch cities burn to placate the masses and to profit the wealthy. I have sat at their side, and I am tired of bread and circuses. But I will...
This is his big villain speech.
I've never seen a video game villain lay it on as thick as this guy's doing right now.
Yep.
No threats. Just a final choice for you. Go away, or do your damnedest. Either way, goodbye, Milo Brick.
I intentionally avoided using focus this entire last mission just to give him plenty of room to breathe without it slowing down.
Oh, you should have slowed it down.
Oh, another phone call.
Well, my
Milo?
Okay.
I would dearly like to say to you that
I don't consider this a victory, and that I escaped through luck and not superior ability. However, I wasn't just lucky, and I win.
I don't think they expected me to have this much focus.
Yeah. Whoa. Hey,
All right.
on a boat. This ain't called
Yeah.
Boat Man.
No, I'll just cut to the end of Too Fast, Too Furious here.
Okay.
Wait.
Sure.
So fuck that guy, I guess.
All right. This car.
Now we have pre-rendered Milo.
What was that bouncing debris? Oh,
Oh, hey, you're here. Let's carpool.
yeah.
I found this under the seat. It belongs to you.
Yeah.
The world is full of buyers. I could have got top dollar.
Wait, you want to take that line again?
But you did. I have to go.
I thought so. Part of your job, right? Will your people come looking for me?
Now I'll handle that. The rest is up to you. Goodbye, Lumi.
Maybe next time things will be easier.
Get ready for
Everybody sounds so
Wheelman
bored.
2 and her ass.
Yes. Goodbye, Milo. It's been Wheel.
It's Milo. It's done.
you have the package.
Secured.
What about Gallo?
Dead. Along with the girl.
That's tidy. Some news on the radar. We'll need you back at Langley.
That's gonna be a long drive.
Alright, Vin Diesel will return in
In-
Triple X, The Return of Xander Cage.
All right.
I
He's
was
going
I
to
was
be
gonna
driving
I was-
across the Atlantic Ocean.
I was gonna say Wheelmen.
Takes place on the explosive streets of New York City.
right.
No. It should be the world of Killer 7 where international flight is banned, and so you have to drive on the Atlantic Highway.
Oh, yeah.
So that was Wheelman. Yeah, the rest of this video I believe is credits, so...
All
So
right.
what did you think of Vin Diesel Wheelman?
I think it's over.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Welcome to the game that had me reconsidering Let's Plays entirely. Or rather, not like the act of doing Let's Plays, but like just how to do games like this.
Yeah. Yeah, in retrospect, if I could have done this Let's Play over again, I would have just done a live stream of, like, a vertical slice of it instead.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for those of you who stuck through with us to the very end of Vin Diesel's Wheelman for the PlayStation 3.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The bitter end. The smell of burnt rubber.
That's right. Well, that's just the smell of Vin Diesel driving away to a different game.
Yes.
Time to go to space.
Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Dark Athena.
Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from LA.
Yes.
Chronicles of Riddick X Combat Racing.
I think you mean Triple X Combat Racing.
Fast and the Furious for
Arcade.
arcade. I think there was a game released for Wii U.
There was a game based on the events of, or like a game that was a tie-in to Furious 6.
Yeah, Furious 6.
And there was also there was that Forza Horizon free LC, or whatever that was.
That doesn't have Vin Diesel in it though.
It's got
just,
Luda.
Yeah, it's ludicrous.
It is very ludicrous.
Very bored, sounding like he's recording his takes literally through a phone.
Well, for what it's worth, that's kind of what his character sounds like in the movie too.
Yeah, I suppose.
He's laid back. That's what makes him ludicrous.
I just remember, like, in the Forza Horizon 2 Fast and Furious DLC, there's one mission where you get access to nitrous for the first time in a Forza Horizon game, and he describes it as like making your car so fast, it's like it's like you're matching the speed of a bullet from a gun.
That's pretty good. You're fast as a speeding bullet, and more powerful than a locomotive.
No.
Was there ramp cars in that game? Or do I have to, like, dip into the Furious 6 tie-in game to get the ramp car
I think
experience?
that's in the Furious 6 game.
Oh.
No, this was the 7th film, which I forget the name of. Whoops. Oh,
Furious 7?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Let's call it that. Oh, okay.
It is actually
Executive
called
producer.
Furious 7.
I believe you.
I guess the next one will be called Of 9.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, the I would say the best part of this game. There you go,
Yeah,
kids.
there's so much to choose from. I realize there was
There were all those times
there
when
was
we
Miguel,
were able to
there
think
was
of something else to talk about.
the part where Miguel had a bomb strapped to him and we had to drive him around and he was complaining about the beeping.
Ah, the beep, Milo.
Yes, the beeping.
There was the time when we drove past those, what were they, fruit carts?
Dan Ford.
Or newsstands, right.
Yeah, yeah, we had to blow up the newsstands.
Exactly.
There was the part of the game where we had to drive a really big truck after a different really big truck and take it down.
There was
the part where we were on a motorcycle in a subway tunnel, like shooting at a subway train. That happened.
There was a time when we were when we had to shoot our way through the headquarters of each of the 3 gangs, and they all had very, very ornate signage.
That's right.
All over
and by the
place.
headquarters, you mean the city streets surrounding the headquarters.
Yes, exactly. That's how street gangs operate. Really.
That's right.
You know what a better Wheelman game is than Wheelman?
What?
Burnout Paradise.
Yes. I mean, just like there are like there's really nothing that this game does that has not been done better, or that had not been done better by other games at the time that it came out.
I do wish that that airjacking had become more of a thing outside of like this, and I guess like just Cause doesn't have straight like car-to-car jacking, does it, or does it?
I think it does.
Yeah, it does.
I know you can grapple. I don't know if you can just like jump from car to car.
Oh, I mean, like Just Cause has stump position. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
And Sleeping Dogs also has it.
That's
so
right.
it's 3 games. Like, how long was this game's dev cycle? Because it feels like a game that should have come out like at 360 launch, and that people would be like, "Oh yeah, just the one."
I'm sure that if it had come out around the time between like Condemned and Oblivion, then people would probably remember it more fondly rather than barely at all.
Let's see. It was announced in February 2006 by Midway, and after multiple delays, it finally came out in March of 2009.
Oh my god.
But that doesn't say like how much of that delay was development and how much of that was just, Midway.
Are you saying they gave up midway through development?
That's
Thank
pretty
you for
good.
that.
GamePro gave this game a high 4 out of 5, calling it a GTA meets Burnout romp.
I'm a fan of romps in video games.
Giant Bomb's Jeff Gerstmann says Wheelman had some great ideas that are executed well, but a lot of the peripheral stuff is underwhelming.
Jeff, I'm so sorry. I can't think of a single idea in here that's actually executed well.
Game Informer gave it an 8.5, saying you can buy this game on shelves at your local GameStop.
You joking?
No, well, I mean, I'm not joking about the 8.5, but I'm.
That's what I was asking about.
I'm just saying that Game Informer has about as much motivation as Nintendo Power to review games accurately. Sorry, Dan Reichert.
Well, to be fair, game review industry altogether is motivated to keep
To keep the
AAA.
industry itself alive.
Yeah,
Hold
exactly.
everything.
Yeah, that's true.
What other reviews is there in?
IGN gave it a 4.8. Edge gave it a 4. So.
Oh,
those seem more accurate.
4.8 out of 10?
4.8 out of 10. Yes. Sorry.
Okay, good. Hey, somebody back then actually seemed to realize.
Yeah. Another person. It's another game trampled by Imagine Party Babies.
Yes. I sort of I think our fatigue at this game might be informed by the fact that so much of it has been done, or so much of this territory has been done and redone over and over and over again. Open world games like this, where you're given a main story and a series of objectives surrounding it. I don't think we were as fatigued about this back in those days. So I suppose I could see some people looking at this and saying, "Hey, this is a perfectly serviceable one of these.
Yeah.
This is just like Assassin's Creed 1."
Before the bottom line was raised, basically.
Yes.
For these kind of games.
Except,
go ahead.
Grand Theft Auto 4 had come out by this time. I would definitely say, even though, looking back, I personally don't have as much of a fondness for it as other people do. But I will say that it is absolutely better than this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean...
Oh, no. There's so much music credits.
Yeah. Well, there are so many radio stations in this game full of music that does not get flagged by YouTube, luckily. Which means I didn't have to do anything.
Great.
There was the American radio station that has all those songs that are by, not Johnny Cash.
Oh.
I appreciate the royalty-free songs most of all.
That's right.
Christ, how... Why are these credits so long? This isn't
because
a
it's
AAA
scrolling
game.
very slow and in a very big font.
Okay. This
Your boy, Ed Boon.
Thanks, Liu Kang. And Scorpion.
Also, we have to give credits to all the buildings in Barcelona.
The Sagrada Familia, specifically.
No, all of them.
Thanks to the owners of all 6 buildings
3.
that we modeled and repeated over and over again.
This game is educational. It's going to tell us about all these places that it's not going to provide photos of.
We modeled Barcelona over these 6 photographs.
That's right.
That was the same joke I was gonna make.
Oh, I see.
No, I mean Fen was. He stole my joke.
Oh.
I snatched it right out of your jaw.
Because he was talking about the Assassin's Creed 2 thing, right?
Yeah.
Where it's we can use this game for fucking teaching in schools. Eat my ass.
Yeah. No, this game, like the Net 2.0, this game actually exists as a advertisement piece to try to drive more tourists to Barcelona by showing you how great the city is.
Right now, this is giving me flashbacks to Watch Dogs 1. Or I suppose Watch Dogs 2 does it as well, but just the fact that it includes...
Here's a bunch of buildings that we don't know where they came from.
Yeah. The fact that it includes so much information about landmarks beyond just hey, this is where they're located.
You're seeing this, right?
Yeah.
Located on public road.
You're seeing this high school book report first draft.
You missed the most important part.
What?
That one of the building descriptions said it located on public road.
Oh, great.
Oh,
what is this shit?
You're speeding.
I think I just set the controller down, is what I did.
You're in the colon edifice.
Oh, I'm hearing that not Johnny Cash you pointed out earlier.
Oh, it's so good. This is what American radio is.
In a sleepy little Texas town, when this hillbilly sheriff came gunning for...
I went up in a chilling ring of ice.
There it is.
Yes!
Hey!
It should be a Wheelman.
It should be a wheel
being.
hero.
I'm getting flashbacks to the country station in Metropolis Street Racer.
Yes.
MSR.
Well, MSR had all the good music.
The country station, I don't know if I've exposed you to some of the songs on there, but there's a really embarrassing one called Long Long Road, which, much like most of the songs by male artists in that game, is about fucking.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thanks for fucking with us.
Yes. In conclusion, Barcelona is a land of contrasts. Thank you.
All right. And that was
We did it.
Vin Diesel's Wheelman.
All right. Closing YouTube before it switches to some other fucking video.